very lateral to you, then you're probably not going to get what it is that you're wanting from being a business owner.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a full-time business owner? Do you want to be a part-time business owner? Do you want to be a hobbyist and just do it whenever you feel like it and have a different means of supporting yourself? All those things are fine.
Yeah.
But you will find that as you ascend through those things, and I even talk about that in my book, how to do that. There's a different set of skills to cultivate, and there's a different set of things to learn, and unequivocally, your self-worth must raise.
Yes.
in order to do those things.
And it's interesting because as the self-worth raises, the message gets sharpened and the money comes in more.
Yeah.
Because everything is happening. It becomes painful to ask for anything less than what is equal to your self-worth.
Right.
It's such an interesting thing where if you spend time doing something that is out of alignment with your self-worth and with that particular money set point, then it's going to feel bad to you. And so when it starts to feel bad to you, you know that your self-worth has outgrown the amount of money that you've gotten in exchange for your time or energy. And when that happens, then you go, let's reevaluate. It's not that you are doing something wrong or that something bad is happening. It's that your self-worth is gaining momentum. And as that momentum gains and you feel that misalignment, it's not that what you're doing is misaligned. It's that whatever your energy exchange is out of alignment. And then once you change that, then you're going to lose a few people. That's okay. That's okay. You say, goodbye, people. I love you. Bye-bye. And then you have this new set of people who are wanting to come in and level up with you. And then as you develop, it continues on that process. So you get so many benefits by releasing those things. And we did that with When I Rise, I Thrive. We did it $10 per submission. And
$10 per submission basically says, let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, and that's exactly it's exactly what my mindset was.
And that's okay. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah,
probably.
It was what my mindset was at that time, where I was like, okay, so I want to have a lot of authors. How can I get a lot of authors in one book? Well, I thought, if I decrease the amount of money that they have to pay into it, then that will mean that I'll get a lot of authors. And that's the only reason why people want to write or not write is that submission price. But what I've learned along the way is that is 100% untrue, because I think that authors were seeing more value in paying more money. So I jumped from $10 to $100 in a submission. And my self-worth, it just got balanced. And then we had 100, well, not quite 100 authors, but about 90 so authors into our big multi-author book. So my self-worth shifted really hard because I felt how bad it felt, honestly, to get that book, When I Rise, done, because there was not an equal energy exchange, not to the fault of the authors, not to my fault. It was just information gathering. And then when I did Inspirations, the shift was so powerful that I had people in there that were wanting to not just contribute to the book, but contribute to the marketing, contribute to the message, contribute to the movement, really create something powerful because they took true ownership in it. And that's when you're working with your clients or you're selling services or products where they take true ownership because they have they've bought into it in a way that's really, really beautiful. So we've kind of gotten a little bit from marketing, knowing what your harmonious marketing message is, to self-worth selling. But ultimately, it's all pretty much the same thing. So, and it all boils down to self-worth, like it always does.
Yeah, we gave practical tips throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
And we also identified, we gave actionable steps, is what I mean, that they can do. And we've also identified why people haven't, what's been sabotaging them from learning how to talk about what they do. I mean, that's not the kind of thing that you fumble over after you've gotten a certification that took a year or a week or whatever. You get a certification and you fumble over, I don't know how to talk about what I do for the next 5 years or longer.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a self-worth problem.
That's a red flag.
That is a red flag that you will fail as a business owner unless you get past that. Or you'll just...
Or you're just making a choice that you're just going to do it as a hobby. And that's, like we said many times, that's
right.
totally okay.
And fail is probably too strong a word, but it is a choice. I mean, it's just an action and a natural consequence. If you don't learn how to do something, you won't know how to do it. But there's nothing that says you can't learn how to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, we've spent years and years perfecting, not just because it's not just how one thing is sold. So you can look at how the business is for, hypnosis and how the publishing business is. They're two separate businesses, but they all come down to basically the same principles. So if you learn the basic principles of marketing, then you are going to be able to utilize those in anything that you choose to do. So it could change shape along the way, but it'll still, be the same ideas.
Very passionate topic.
Very.
I feel like we could go on and on and on
and on.
On the marketing beat.
God.
So I guess let's stop there.
Yeah. I think we
I'm
could
just trying to
take
figure out what the title of this podcast is right now, because it's like you must listen to this if you have a holistic business.
But no, all of our tone is to be completely and totally helpful. It's not our intention to try to push you into doing anything that you don't want to do. Yeah. It's just really, it is a very passionate topic for us because we've seen people abandon their holistic career because of getting frustrated by these things. And then they stop doing the thing that was put in their heart to do from the beginning. And we really want to give you all the tools that we possibly can to at least give you a mindset shift in knowing that all of this is very, very doable. It's all very possible. It's just there's a little learning curve.
Like I say in my book, failure is quitting when your heart's still in it.
Ooh.
Otherwise, it's just a learning curve. And this is a learning curve. And this information is designed to help you shorten the learning curve and not quit when your heart's still in it, because you have so much to learn. And any business or marketing or selling book or anything is designed to shorten your learning curve so that you can reach more people and share your talents with more people. You don't get to do that. You don't get to the luxury to share your stuff with more people if you don't learn some of the basic things.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. So that's all I'm suggesting. Learn some of the basic things. You don't have to do the advanced stuff.
And those basic things are going to help your business exponentially. They really will.
Yeah,
they're tried and true.
And it's not going to make you smarmy either. You're going to do what I do. Read a simple marketing book or a selling book or something and marinate on it and take what you want and make it your own and just delete the stuff that doesn't apply to you or doesn't feel right to you. And you're going to still be way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll end on this. Just to let you know that we're on your side here. Even though it's a passionate topic, because it is a passionate topic.
Yeah. We want you to be successful.
We want you to be successful. We've helped a lot of people. We've made a full-time business, multi-six-figure business out of empowering people's self-worth for the last 5-6 years or whatever, prior to the publishing business. So we've got some good stuff on it, But this is my closing comment. If the tone of this podcast offends you as a holistic business owner, or makes you afraid, you might not be ready for what we have to say, for what we're saying. if you're a holistic business owner and this podcast makes you want to take action or do anything differently, then you might be in a position to utilize it and start working with it. If you are a already successful full-time holistic business owner, you can pay your bills with what you make in your business, then you probably feel as passionately as me and Kira feel talking about it to you right now, because you are an empowered business owner and you can look back and agree with everything we're saying and say, yes, Todd and Kira, that is exactly what holistic business owners need to hear before they get to this level. They need to start taking those baby steps. So you see how, depending on where you are with your self-worth, is going to depend on how well you receive this information.
Yeah.
If you're not ready for it, you're going to resist it. If you're kind of ready, you might be willing to take some steps, or you might feel some emotions getting stirred up inside. And if you're long since established already, you're going to be like, hell yeah, share that. Everybody needs to hear this,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of thing.
Yep, very true. I agree 100%. All right. Well, I think that's our time.
I think we
covered it.
We went a little over 15 minutes, but thank you for being with us. This kind of content is almost paid material here.
Yeah.
I might need to charge for this and not put it on the podcast.
All right, everyone. I'm Kira Schaefer.
I am Todd Schaefer.
And this is Planet Holistic.